going to take a look at our newest installment to our inventory here. It's a 1969 Chevrolet Chevelle. This is a real SS car also. We'll start at the back, work our way forward. Again, real nice car, both underside and top side. Underneath the rear here, you've got the gas tank here. Looks in real good condition. Looks like a fairly newer tank. There's no real dents, dings, scrapes, or scratches on it. Painted up black. The straps and the hardware that hold it in, that all looks fairly good too underneath here. As we work our way forward a little bit more here, you'll see it's got this nice chrome sway bar here. Again, sway bars front and rear. You would find that on your SS cars. So this one does have it on the rear as well as the front when we make our way up there. You've got a GM 12-volt posi rear end here with a 373 gear in that. And then out here at the outer ends of the axle, you do have rear drum brakes on this car. You'll notice also the tailpipes here. Those are all new, as well as the rest of the exhaust system from the headers back is all new. So you got new exhaust, you've got nice chrome exhaust tips out the back here. And that's pretty much it. I did fail to mention it's got the traction bars here also, and those are adjustable. They've got these little link rods in here that you can adjust to bring the snubbers up closer if you need to or not. So that's it for under the rear here. Now under the center of our car here, we'll just work our way back to front here. So again, we've already mentioned that GM 12-volt rear end with the 373 gear posi unit. Again, the Flowmaster, dual Flowmaster mufflers back here with that all new exhaust. And again, you can tell that that's all new. There's no dirt, no dings, no scratches, nothing on that exhaust system. So it's all new. Looks like they've got emergency brake cables all hooked up. So those are strung all the way back on both sides of the car. The floors on this car, as well as the rockers and the frame, all in really good condition on this car. Looking at the floors, I see no patching. Not even if they did put floor pans, they must have put complete ones in it. But I would say that there's no patching or anything on this car because it just looks really nice underneath here. Really solid. Moving forward here a little bit, you've got your transmission cross member here. It's in really good shape. You don't see any marks on it at all. Sometimes you'll see a little bit of rubbing and so forth on those, but this one, nothing. It's just like new back here. Transmission. This is a Borg-Warner Super T10 transmission, and upon deciphering the numbers on that, it is an aluminum case tranny. So again, manual 4-speed Borg-Warner Super T10, and that's going to be hooked up to the power plant up here, which that is a, as far as we know, it's a period correct, but we can't tell that it's a original numbers match motor, but it is a 1969 396 cubic inch Chevy motor. Now we're underneath the front end of our Chevelle here, going over a few things there. We'll just start right in the center here. Your cross member underneath the motor here for your front suspension. It's in good shape. It's not dented in, not dinged in, anything like that. All of your suspension arms, lower control arms, upper A-arms, those are all your stock stamped steel components, but they are all in excellent condition. Ball joints are in good condition. Tie rods, tie rod ends, those look to be fairly new. Boots look in excellent condition on those. As far as your front end suspension, as I mentioned in the back, you also have a front sway bar here. And again, the end links, your bushings on the end links, all that stuff, that looks all in good condition on this car too. And as far as what we can see from underneath here, again, we have that, it is a 69 396 big block Chevy motor, mechanical fuel pump. It's got your stock style radiator in it. And on this car, again, big blocks are kind of known for sometimes maybe a little overheating problems, but on this car that shouldn't be an issue. They've elected to go with not only an electric fan, but they went with one of the aluminum Flexolite manual fans also on the car. So it kind of takes away any risk of overheating there that may be. I also see under here they have some lights wired up for some ground effect stuff. All right. We've already gone through the underside of this car. First off, I forgot to introduce myself. My name's John. I work here with Hanko Motors. I've been here for quite a few years, about 17 to be exact. But we're going to go ahead through this car now on the outside, point out some of the key features here that you can see, and then we'll go under the hood there where the real fun part of it happens there. Anyways, we've got 69 Chevrolet Chevelle here. This is a real SS car. Up front here, which we'll show this to you after we come around the car, but we've got the SS emblems on the grille. You've got the chrome front and back bumpers. You've got the steel SS hood. The gaps, the elevations on the hood, all really nice on the car. On the fenders, you notice it's also got the SS 396 emblems here. If we take a step back here, the wheels on this car, these are the American Racing Torque Thrust 2 polished aluminum wheels. These are 15-inch wheels on the car too, and they're wrapped in the Cooper Cobra Radial GT rubber there as well, both front and back. Again, down the side of the car, you have that black stripe. I know it's a little hard to see, maybe see it a little better on the other side, but again, with this dark blue paint and that black stripe, it kind of blends in a little bit, but it is a nice touch on this car. As we come back the side here, we've got the doors next. All of those door gaps, door elevations, front and back, are all really nice on this car. You've got chrome mirrors on both the driver's side and the passenger side. Now these aren't remote mirrors, they're just manual adjust, so, but they are real nice condition. The chrome's in real good shape. All of your trim around your glass, around the drip rails, everything like that is in really good condition. I don't believe you'll see any dents or anything. These are really super straight and really good looking trim around the car. We'll go ahead and open up the door here for you. Take a look inside. On the inside of the door here, you see they're painted up just the same as the rest of the car, all in really good condition. You've got the little GM door emblems inside there. The weather stripping around the door, all in really good condition. All of the weather stripping on this car looks to be pretty darn new, if not brand new. It's real soft, no cracks, no tears, so that's all good. No signs of any leaks or drips or anything like that as far as the car goes. Interior wise, all your panels inside, your door panels, sail panels, everything like that, kick panels, all really good condition as well. No marks on those. You've got the SS 396 trim throughout the interior of the car as well. It's factory dash, factory gauges. Now you do have an aftermarket column mount tachometer in there, and you've got an aftermarket oil pressure gauge and water temperature gauge in there as well. Factory heater controls. You've got a Kenwood AM/FM cassette radio in there. You'll notice between your bucket seats here with the headrest that you have a Hurst 4-speed shifter in there. Again, that's mounted down below there to that the Borg Warner Super T10 4-speed manual transmission. All seat belts are present on this car, including the shoulder harness belts as well. They're tied up here on the headliner of the car. So everything inside looks really good. No tears, no cracks, nothing like that on any of the interior. It looks like it probably has had new seat covers at one time put in this car. Everything's just really nice though inside. We'll close it. Door shuts real nice there for you. As we work our way back, again, that black stripe continues the whole way from front to back on the car. Again, you have the 15-inch American Racing wheels back there with the Cooper Cobra rubber. Now we're here at the rear section of the car. We'll go ahead and talk about this a little bit now. Again, I mentioned those chrome front and rear bumpers. The chrome on this rear bumper, just as nice as you could ask for. All of your trim and your bezels around your tail lights, the trim down that tail panel, all in excellent condition as well. Again, you'll see the SS 396 emblem here, and then just below that rear bumper, you'll also see those chrome exhaust tips sticking out there from that new exhaust system that's back there. We'll go ahead and open the trunk up. The trunk pops open real nice and easy with the key. Just raise that up, and you'll notice that the underside of the trunk lid painted that same dark blue color as the outside of the car. Again, your trunk weather stripping around here looks to be practically new, no cracking, no hard rubber or anything there. It's real soft and supple yet. And the trunk, just as nice as can be in here. It's dusted off in the correct trunk paint for the car, and no signs of any patching or anything on the inside of this trunk. So everything's real nice under here. So we'll go ahead and close this. Closes real nice and easy. And as far as your gaps and elevations on your trunk, the whole way around, those gaps and elevations are all pretty nice. Gaps are actually really, really good on the trunk. Up the passenger side here, again, really not too much to talk about now since I've already been around the other side. But again, just to kind of point out, all of your trim, all of your bezels around the little lights here, your marker lights. You've got the wheel molding trim here. Again, your trim around the drip rails and around all the glass, the rear window, the front window, all in really good condition. Again, we'll just take a look at the door gaps again, because that could, vary from side to side, but on this car, everything's really nice. So again, door gaps and elevations, all really good on this car, just like on the other side there. Really nice tight fitting gaps. Open the door up again, just to kind of point out, inside of the door finished off just like the outside. Your weather stripping the whole way down the door, up at the very top. Everything just in really good condition, soft, supple, just like everything's brand new on the car. I've already mentioned all the panels in the car are in great condition. The SS396 trim throughout the interior as well. Again, all seat belts, the seat covers, everything. No cracks, no rips, no tears. Also the dash, no cracks, rips, or tears in that. So we're going to shut that up. Walking forward here again, I mentioned the mirrors, both sides, both driver and passenger side chrome mirrors. They're mounted up nicely. You got the SS396 fender emblems. And again, as we come forward here, you can kind of somewhat see that elevation on that hood, just really nice. And then we're back up to the front of the car. We've made it to the front of our Chevelle here. Again, I've mentioned that chrome on those bumpers and all the trim, very nice. All the headlight bezels on the car, the grille, all in really good condition on this car here. I'm going to go ahead and pop that hood, and then we'll take a look underneath and show you the power plant for this car. Okay, now we've got the hood open. See the underside painted up same as the car, that dark blue paint. It's got the insulation stuffed in the hood there too, just like it should be. Got a nice little chrome accent piece here on your radiator hold down, just to dress that up a little bit. Now again, this is a period correct 69 396 cubic inch big block Chevrolet motor sitting in that car. You see it's got the chrome air cleaner and chrome valve covers on there. It's also got an Edelbrock RPM air gap aluminum intake on that, and it's got also an Edelbrock single feed 4-barrel carburetor on there as well. It's got headers on it, and again those headers dump out into that brand new exhaust that we saw underneath the car there as well. Heater lines are hooked up on this car, and we've got a chrome alternator there. You've also got power brakes on this car, power steering as well. And another thing I had mentioned when we were under the car, as far as cooling on this, as far as your fans go, you do have an electric fan in here, as well as that manual aluminum Flexolite fan, so you should not have any overheating problems at all. And that's pretty much it for under the hood.